Hello, and welcome to the Knitting Samurai Plus One video podcast. This is episode 62, Plain Spotting, and I am your host, Steph, also known as the Knitting Samurai on Ravelry. So, let me see if I can shake the table a little more. There, I moved it way a little bit, so I'm less tempted to shake you. So here we are. It is Sunday, August 2nd. I am recording for you less than a week since I last recorded because I have some amazing, awesome, exciting celebration news to share with you that I couldn't wait. I had to get it out to you as quickly as possible. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But first, before we jump into that, are you seeing this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know. You're admiring my lovely buttonhole stitch markers, aren't you? This is my Jackaroo by Amy Herzog. I knit it with Barocco Vintage, which is a 50-40-10 wool acrylic nylon blend. This is color 5314. I call it red. The knitting's done. It's done. It's complete. Can you believe it? I'm so excited. So less than a month. It's the second. I have woven in all the ends on this side of the body. This side still has ends, as you can see, hanging out, but it's done in my head. And I do need to sew on my buttons, but that's all that's left. This is a free pattern in Knitty. I believe it's first fall 2013. I could be wrong on that, but it is a free knitting pattern. So I'll share with you a little bit of what I thought. So since we last spoke, I finished the other front panel, sewed everything together. I'm not real crazy about my seams, but what else can you do? The armholes fit really nice, which the arms pieces fit into the armholes nicely, which I was worried about because I did alter the size. I didn't knit the size for the bust that I should have. I knit the sweater after taking Amy Herzog's Knit to Flatter class on Craftsy and felt very, very inspired to follow her instructions. And I used the sleeve as my swatch. But I think I would have, I don't know, the swatch didn't account for this ribbing, so you can see the twisted rib in here and all along the back. So to me, this sweater, here it is finished. I have button bands on it already, so there's the hole where the button goes. So that's how it will button. Yes, it fits me very nicely in through the shoulders. That's right where you want your shoulder seams to stop. So perfect. It doesn't hang over my sleeves. I did lengthen, but per Amy's instructions, so it's just the right length that I want a sleeve to be, at least a fitted sleeve like this. The part I'm having a hard time with is that she gives you 3 choices for your body type, and according to that, I fall into the proportional body type, which is hourglass shaped. I'm not really hourglass shaped, and I just was saying, okay, I'm trusting you with, I took my measurements, I followed all the steps, except my midsection's more like a square. You know, I'm proportional square down, so putting in hourglass decreases, and it's more fitted than I would like. There, that's how to say it. So the top fits nice, right? Fits good. It's okay through the bust. I mean, negative E's, whatever you want, but then across my middle, my abdomen area, it's just like sausage. So I plan to wear this as an open sweater, open cardigan. That's fine. It looks great. Maybe I'll lose a few pounds and it'll look a little better. The I-cord, instead of a ribbed edging here on the front, I like that construction a lot. Last time I think I used it was on a tulip cardigan. She has you do applied I-cord like on all edges basically. It looks great. It's really simple to do. I highly recommend that as an edging. So so I'm giving it like a medium thumbs, not up thumbs, but the yarn itself is really nice. It's been washed and blocked. The sweater, since I was sewing this morning, so the sweater has not been blocked since it's been sewn together, but it will be. It will be, and we'll see if that helps a little bit so I feel less sausagey in it. Not sure. But that's that. Yay! Yay! So that really helps me along in my sweater count for the year, and it definitely motivates me to knit more sweaters. You know, I did this in less than a month, 2 days shy of a month, so it's very exciting for me. I don't know if you can see him, but El Senor Mako just came to sit over here as my gargoyle kitten, so there he is. Yeah, and I'm getting warm, so I'm gonna keep talking. Keep talking, keep the show moving. What else? I know. Okay, so let's talk about the exciting, or should we talk about knitting? I can't hear you. You should speak louder. When I finished knitting the sweater, the pattern for my size called for 8 skeins. I ended up buying 8 skeins. Having 8 skeins, I don't know if I needed all 8. It took just over 1,100 yards to knit the sweater, and I have 3 full skeins of the Broco Vintage left when I'm done. So I quickly cast on this baby hat, just like the other one. You could see, you're not going to see it again because I have nothing. I just need to do a little top loop and tie it off. So I quickly cast this on, and this is, did I have it in last week's notes? The 1 Hour Baby Hat by Teresa Allison. I'm using US size 7s over here, and it's really simple, really quick, a way to get me to my stash dash number. So baby hats aren't a big commitment. So there you go. There's on and off and done, and I will knit another one if I need to, because I was planning on, I think, 1,300 yards, and I actually only used 1,100, so I need to bang out another 200 yards in the next 3 days to get to stash dash goal. So to that end, I did pick up the graduation socks that I had been knitting a while ago and got sick of and put them away. So if you will recall, sorry I don't have my sock blockers out today, the graduation socks are knit with Opal Save the Seas. I knit these at my cousin's graduation, and they are for her. And you can see it's a self-striping yarn. What would a show be if we didn't have 2 cats walking around? So not too long of a cuff. I actually knit this in 3 days time on US size 2.25 millimeter needles. So I knit this in a weekend, like 3 days, 4 days, and was sick of looking at it, so I put it aside. And that, let's see, this is my show notes from June 15th, so I think it's been put aside since then. So this past week I pulled out the skein again and said, well, if I knit the second sock and get it off the needles by the end of stash dash, then I'll get to count the 300 yards that make up a sock. So that would be very helpful in getting me to my goal. So I did. And I knit like gangbusters. So it was either sweater or socks, and that was it. So so I know, size 11 feet, same as me. So it's easy to knit her socks. But, so I turned the heel, I'm starting up the leg of the sock, and you can see I have, 4 inches to go. It is Saturday afternoon, so I have tonight, tomorrow afternoon, nap, tomorrow night, and then Monday lunch, basically. Monday night too, I guess, to get these finished. So 4 inches shouldn't be too tough to get that banged out. And then, fingers crossed, everything lining up, all the stars in alignment, I will make stash dash. I did it in 2011 when I was pregnant. Did not do it last year. I didn't attempt it. I don't know if they did it, but I didn't. And yeah, so I joined in on it this summer, and I'm really pleased how focused. I mean, I went on and on and on about it last time we spoke, so you know. 3 days till stash dash is done. Count them down. 3, 2, 1. Once it's done, that mitered square baby blanket is going on my needles that I talked about before, the cousin's baby blanket. I'm trying to multitask. Back to what we were saying, what I was saying, you guys really weren't saying anything. You're really not holding up your end of the conversation here. I can't hear you from here. I'm scrolling through the baby blanket thread, which the FOs are so adorable, and if you're not inspired to knit a baby blanket, just peek in there and you will be. They are gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Oh my god. Okay, now, so there have been 33 posts in the thread to date. So we are going to do our July drawing. So if I bring up the random number generator and do post 2 through 33, because that's so exciting. Alright, so for the baby blanket knit along, if you want to be inspired, just go look at the FO thread. There are some gorgeous blankets in there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Things, combinations I wouldn't have even thought of that are just so stunning. So, like I was saying, as soon as August 6th rolls around, that mitered square blanket is going on my needles. But until then, I'm on hold, but you guys aren't. And there have been 33 finished objects in the FO thread to date. And I just hit generate, and there we go. Number 27 is the lucky winner of this skein of Hiawassee Creek Dye Works. This is her Hugs and Kisses colorway, and it is a purple and pink stellina self-striping yarn, I believe. It might be a semi-solid, I'm not sure. But post number 27. Oh, and I have to tell you right now, because I feel like such a jerk, because I'm about to do it again. Daryl is a lady. I'm so sorry, Daryl. Daryl Hannah, like the actress. I don't know why. It's because I have my dad has a cousin named Daryl, and so I'm used to, yeah, cousin Daryl. My other cousin, no, brother Daryl. It's my brother Daryl, my other brother Daryl. Yeah, yeah. You know, Bob Newhart. Didn't you ever watch that? Okay, anyway, so post 27 is Allison J. Yay! So she did this gorgeous blanket. It is the Striped Chevron Baby Blanket by Jess Doomcraft. And there you go. There is a picture of Allison's finished blanket. So, Allison, send me a PM with your address. I think you won before. I don't save addresses, but your name is very familiar to me. So, send me a PM and I'll drop this in the mail to you. Congratulations, Allison. If you would like to get in on the next drawing, I have to find a skein. I don't know what it's going to be. We'll find something. If you'd like to get in on it, finish baby blanket. Finish 4, because now for August you can have up to 4 entries in the thread. So, yay! Baby blanket! Okay, you ready? I know you have cat ears in front of you. Nice. Okay, here we are, episode 62. I believe we're like 4 episodes away from my 100th episode. I can't believe it. Oh, and I have to tell you, because what good is it if I don't draw it out a little longer? Last weekend my computer broke. Did I tell you this? I can't remember. My computer broke. A bunch of screws fell out of the back of it, and it's still running, but I don't want to jinx it and push it further than it's ready to go. So we placed an order for a new one. It's purple. I know, it's sad that that's what I'm excited about my new computer. No, I'm excited that it's a quad processor. I know that's going to be fast. My last computer was a dual processor, so it's bigger, it's going to be faster, and because I've been doing this podcast thing for so long, I'm not replacing my camera at this point, but we did get me some new software, so you might see some changes in the video. That's how it affects you. I know, it was a long way around to tell you that, hey, maybe the podcast will look a little more jazzed up in the coming weeks. Maybe not. We'll see. But as we get closer to my 100th episode, I started talking with a dyer and said, hey, want to do custom color with me? That is Knitting Samurai +1 inspired, and so we worked together for a couple weeks, and so we're going to do a knit along with Inspiration Dye Works. Can you see the color? I'm so nervous. Why am I nervous? You guys, this is silly. Okay, so here's the color. Isn't it gorgeous? It is inspired by the logo, so the classic logo. The classic logo, that's how I think of it. The purple and aqua and navy colored aqua logo. It is a 3-color self-striping yarn. I'm so excited. So, here are the details. The cowl will run from September 15th to October 31st, so until Halloween. Pre-orders are open right now. You can pause this and go order yourself a skein at Inspiration Dye Works, her Etsy shop. Yeah, you can. It's waiting for you. So there are two bases available that you get to choose from. So I went with the Fluffy Plus, which happens to be one of my, I've knit two pairs of socks with it now. 2 pairs of socks with the Fluffy Plus, which is a 2-ply pebbled, it looks pebbled, the yarn itself on the surface of it, and so it gives you great stitch definition. I really personally love the Fluffy Plus, but I know that Laura has a limited quantity of the Fluffy Plus available to her, so if you're interested in that, you want to go order that first, right away. Go right now. Don't wait until the end of the month. Go right now. But for those that are not interested in a 2-ply 80/20 superwash merino nylon sock base, she is also offering her basic sock, which I've also knit a pair of socks with, which is just as lovely. It has more plies. I'm not sure how many plies it has, and that's a 75/25 superwash merino nylon. Oh, 4-ply. It says right on it. It's a 4-ply. So that one sits a little flatter. Your stitches don't pop up as much. They're both lovely to knit with. Yeah, the Fluffy Plus, I would use a larger size needle than the basic sock. But other than that, I mean, yeah, so. All right, so you can order your yarn between now and August 31st, so you have like 4 weeks, but don't wait, order it now. And also, she should have an unlimited supply of the basic sock base. So if you want the Fluffy Plus, run. If you want the basic sock, feel free to walk. And everyone should get their yarn by the 15th, and then we will cast on. And I'm here to tell you that I am not going to knit mine into a pair of basic vanilla striping socks. So feel free to do that with yours if you want, but I'm going to spend the next month thinking about what's something cool to do with 3-color striped yarn. So that's my challenge to myself. There are going to be a few prizes. So Laura, Inspiration Dye Works, has offered up a gift certificate for a skein yarn as one of the prizes, and then I'm going to do at least 2 patterns, draw for 2 patterns as a prize as well. So here you go. Let me just show it to you real close. Isn't it gorgeous? Laura couldn't have pulled the colors out of my head any better had we like mind melded or neural handshake or something. Like, this is so gorgeous. I cannot wait to knit with it. It is sitting on my dining room table in a vase just looking at me because I'm trying very hard to be patient and knit with other yarns while I wait for you guys. So I hope you're as excited about this as I am. I'm thrilled that Laura has agreed to do this with us. So go show her some love. She also has gorgeous other self-striping yarns. I mean, you've seen me knit with the caution stripe, the punk stripe, the goth stripe. Yeah, she has other gorgeous colorways, and she also has some semi-solid variegated. Go check out her Etsy shop. So that's Inspiration Dye Works. There will be a link in the show notes, and I'll put a link on the RAV board as well. So I know, it's exciting. It's so exciting. So that is what I have for you for this week. I will see you again in about 10 days. Yes, I am going to take about a full 10 days. And in the meantime, enjoy whatever's going on in your knitting world, and yeah, be happy. Take care.